Now imagine this. You're barefoot, hungry, and there's a giant woolly mammoth stomping through your backyard. Welcome to the Stone Age. Funny enough, your ancestors not only survived in that world, they thrived. And they did it with sticks, stones, and a whole lot of teamwork. So, how did prehistoric people organize their lives? What did they eat? How did they build shelters? And why was cooperation the glue that held it all together? Let's step back in time, tens of thousands of years, into the beating heart of a world ruled not by power, but by survival, community, and culture. Imagine you're a Homo sapiens, 30,000 years ago. You're not just surviving, you're playing hardcore mode in real life. Every day is a tightrope walk between life and death. You need food, you need shelter, and you need to avoid becoming food. Forget the image of the brainless caveman. These early humans were master survivalists. They could track animals across miles of terrain just from a broken twig or a faint footprint. And here we are, losing our car in a parking lot. They hunted in silence, communicated with subtle gestures, and built traps so clever they could rival modern engineering. And here's a little-known fact. Many of these hunting groups had quotas, but not the kind you think. They didn't kill more than they needed. Some tribes would actually leave young animals alive to ensure herds could replenish. Sustainability. 20,000 years before the word was invented. Okay, let's talk food. Spoiler alert, no pizza. But prehistoric diets were actually more diverse than you might think. They ate everything. Berries, roots, mushrooms, fish, insects, honey, and yes, large game. But recent research shows many Stone Age diets were mostly plant-based. In fact, fossilized human poop, yes, scientists actually study that, has revealed high-fiber diets, with up to 100 grams a day. That's a lot of fiber. Like, why did Thog run into the bushes again? Levels of fiber. And get this, prehistoric women were often just as involved in food gathering and processing as men, sometimes more so. Some archaeologists believe they could identify up to 200 edible plants in their environment. We can't even identify half the herbs in our spice rack. When we think of Stone Age homes, we picture caves, but that's a bit of a stereotype. Yes, some groups used caves, but many built intricate shelters using mammoth bones, wood, stone, and animal hides. Picture this, a circular structure reinforced with tusks, covered in hides, and lined with insulating grasses. Stone Age glamping. Some even had interior design. Charcoal and ochre paintings on the walls, carved figurines, decorative patterns, because even 25,000 years ago, people wanted their homes to say, I live here. This is mine. Now, let's talk tools. Because this is where humans really showed their genius. The first Swiss Army knife? A flint hand axe. It could cut meat, chop wood, dig roots, and maybe even intimidate that neighbor who kept stealing fire. Stone Age people created tools from bone, antler, obsidian, and flint, often with specialized purposes. Fish hooks, awls, sewing needles, scrapers, even musical instruments made of bird bones. Yes, music. Some flutes discovered in Germany are over 40,000 years old. Imagine sitting by a fire, listening to a bone flute melody echo under a starlit sky. Haunting, beautiful, human. But none of this, the hunting, the shelters, the music, could have happened without community. Stone Age humans weren't lone wolves. They lived in tightly knit groups, often 20 to 50 individuals, bonded not just by blood, but by survival. They shared food, protected the young and the old, mourned the dead, and passed down knowledge. Even injuries like broken legs show signs of healing, meaning others cared for the wounded. Think about that. Someone limping along, unable to walk for weeks, and the group waited for them. In a world where everything wanted to kill you, cooperation was more important than muscle. And it wasn't just survival, it was culture. Storytelling around fire, symbolic burials, body paint, personal ornaments. These weren't just practical, they were expressions of identity, of meaning. They were us becoming more than animals. We tend to look at the Stone Age as primitive, but maybe we're the ones who've lost something. They had no smartphones, no skyscrapers, no global trade, but they had resilience, ingenuity, cooperation, and heart.